In this video, I will be showing you 5 tips that will supercharge your iPad productivity and make the iPad your go-to co-pilot when working on the Mac. While these tips are great on their own, when used in combination together, they make the iPad a fantastic tool to speed up your workflow. So let's get started. First one is Handoff. Handoff is a crucial function that makes the dream of all of your devices working together in harmony possible. Handoff allows you to instantly switch from one device to another seamlessly. So for example, if I'm working on a document and need to insert another scanned document, I can instantly grab my phone or iPad and take a snapshot that instantly gets inserted into my document on my Mac. If I'm browsing a website on my phone, I can move to the iPad by just clicking on the icon from the taskbar so I can use a larger screen. The same goes for iMessage, Mail, and Notes. The really useful thing for me is being able to copy and paste between devices. If I'm doing research on my Kindle and want to paste a snippet into my document, I can copy from the iPad and paste directly into the Mac without any thought. To enable this, you have to go to General, AirPlay, and Handoff and tick both on. The second one is for universal control, and that will be talked about in a little bit below. On the Mac, you will find it under Settings, General, at the bottom of the screen. You need to be on the same iCloud account and on the same network in order to use this and all of the tips that are discussed here. The second one is Quicknotes. Quicknotes is a very little talked about feature that is really powerful. Quicknotes allows you to bring up a window to take any notes you want and even quickly snip a web link if you're browsing with Safari. It makes researching a topic much quicker, and all your notes are conveniently stored in the Notes app where you can triage them after you're done with your research. And if you go back to the app you were working on, for example Safari, and bring up Quicknotes again, you will see the note you took so you can continue working on it. You can use Quicknotes from the iPad and the Mac. From the Mac, you can bring the window up by either hitting the globe Q key if you have the Magic Keyboard, or using one of the hot corners, and from the iPad, you can just swipe from the bottom right towards the center of the screen. You can also add a button to the control center to get access that way. And one setting to be aware of on the iPad and the Mac is you can control whether you want to resume the last note or get a fresh one every time you launch Quicknotes. You can still scroll through all of them when the Quicknotes window is open on the iPad. It's a very nice feature. Number 3 is split screen. Split screen on the iPad is a very powerful tool for research or for any work where you want to have 2 windows open at the same time. It allows you to have 2 windows side by side and interact with them to copy and paste between them, that sort of thing. There are several ways to get to split screen. One is by hitting the 3 dots at the top and making the appropriate selection. You can have 2 evenly divided, or have one take 2/3 of the screen while the other one taking the rest if you want a smaller window. There are 2 more ways to get into split view. While having a window open, you can use Spotlight to find an app that you want, and you can actually click on the app and drag it right to the side you want to, or you can bring up the app shelf and drag from there. And one more neat tip is you can actually bring in a third app and just drag it right by the pill, and you see it changes shape, and if you let go, it's a floating window within the other 2 windows. So the other neat thing about this is if you dismiss the window, you can bring it back by going to all your open apps and selecting it, and all including the floating, which might be minimized on the side, will come right back as they were. And if you want to dismiss one of the windows, all you have to do is grab the pill and swipe to the side. Tip number 4 is focus settings. This is one of my favorites. Focus settings, on top of allowing you to enable Do Not Disturb, allows you to create customized home screens depending on the workflow you are on. In my case, I have one called Inbox Cleanup. I can switch to this focus mode in one tap, and I have a customized screen with only the widgets I want to see and only the notifications I'm allowing. In this case, I have notifications turned on for immediate family, and since I'm triaging messages collected throughout the day, I'm allowing email notifications at this point as well. This is a great way to have customized home screens depending on your workflow. If you're getting ready for a Zoom call, you can have a focus setting with a home screen having only the meeting apps you need, plus turning off notifications so you don't get interrupted. So before creating a focus setting, I would recommend you first set up the screens you want to have during the particular focus. Just edit a screen the normal way by just tapping and holding on the screen, and add the widgets and apps you want to have. And if you don't want to always have that screen visible, you can hide it by clicking the dots on the bottom and uncheck. It is still there, but it will only show up when that focus is enabled. You create a focus setting by going to Settings Focus, or by tapping and holding Focus on the control center and hitting the plus button below. From there you can choose a name and then select any notifications, if any, you want to allow, and then you pick a home screen or screens that you want to use. And once you have that focus setting set up, once you click on it, all the other windows disappear and only the windows you selected with the widgets and the apps that you want and the notifications turned off will turn on. Fantastic. Tip number 5, universal control. This new feature allows you to tie the other 4 together. This is the newest feature by Apple and one of the best, actually. It allows you to control any Mac or iPad with a single keyboard and mouse. You can drag and drop between them, copy and paste, control the devices if it's one machine. To enable universal control, you need to be on the same iCloud account and on the same Wi-Fi or internet network. On the Mac, go to Display Settings, click on Universal Control, and you have to have at least the first 2 items checked. The third is to allow your iPad to auto-connect if it is nearby and close to your Mac. Then you select Add Display, click Link Keyboard and Mouse, and you're off to the races. From there you can rearrange how you want to interact with the iPad. You can even place it on the bottom of the main screen, and as you can see, you can use one mouse and keyboard to control it all. And a number 6 bonus tip, somewhat related to universal control, is Sidecar. When you are in display settings, instead of doing link keyboard and mouse, you can do extend and use the iPad as a second or third screen. I use it as a third screen all the time when editing video. I use both main screens for the edit in Final Cut Pro, and the iPad is used to quickly manage the file system without having to minimize Final Cut. Same idea, you can choose to move the iPad in any position and use it just like another monitor. For more Apple videos, click on the playlist here, or click on the random video that YouTube chose here. Thanks for watching.